What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Obi. Let's talk some WWE 1000th episode. I thought that the show was pretty good. The ending was great, but let's start with the start of the show where we had the reunion of DX. And then, if you watched my other video, I was talking about how WWE likes to portray Shawn Michaels and Triple H as the only DX members that really matter. So I think tonight they did very good to bring back all the other guys. They brought back X-Pac and the New Age Outlaws. So that was really good. It's good to see all those guys back in the ring together. They caused a lot of havoc in the WWE back in the day. So it was good to see them all together, having fun, just having a good time. So Damien Sandow gets thrown to the wolves, so to speak. So he goes out and tries to enlighten DX, and they weren't having that. So he gets super kicked into the pedigree, and I thought that was a good saving to start the show. It's kind of a funny take you back into the moment type of thing. So it was really good to see DX just reunite again, maybe for the last time. I don't think we'll ever see those guys again in the same ring, probably ever. So it was good to see. I don't think I'm going to talk too much about the matches themselves in this video, because I mean most of them are just matches they threw together, like the six-man tag with Sheamus, Mysterio, and Sin Cara, and I forget who else was in it. But the one match I do want to talk about was the Miz and Christian, where we saw the Miz take the Intercontinental Championship from Christian, and I thought that was a very good thing. They want to build the Miz back up. So how do you build him up? You don't throw him back into the main event picture quite yet. You want to have him start with the mid card and build his way back up. That gives him more credibility, and he's coming back off of a movie, so he has some type of momentum with that. So it's very good to see him beat Christian. I just like the new Miz. He's not talking too much. He's not talking too much about himself. He's just going out there and getting stuff done. So the Miz, you get mad props from me tonight for winning the Intercontinental Championship. Next thing we're gonna talk about is the Daniel Bryan and AJ Lee wedding. They had Slick as the reverend or priest or whatever you want to call it. He was marrying them, and he was cracking me up the whole time. He just had me rolling, and with Jerry King Lawler and Michael Cole in the background, they just kept cracking up at everything he was saying. It just made it 10 times more funnier. So it wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. I thought it was decent. The shock of the night definitely was having AJ become the new Raw general manager. So Daniel Bryan goes off the deep end, and out comes CM Punk to rub it in, and then they're talking a little bit, and Daniel Bryan goes into this thing how he's the greatest WWE superstar of all time, and there hits The Rock's music, and I love it for this simple fact: we have not seen The Rock in the same ring with either of these guys, CM Punk or Daniel Bryan. It was something new. It just wasn't The Rock and Cena. So The Rock goes out and he talks to Daniel Bryan, tells him, how he's not the greatest of all time. He can't say that, and the fans can say that. But I think the main thing we saw here was a little conflict between The Rock and CM Punk. The Rock wants the WWE Championship. He made that clear, and CM Punk is a WWE champion. And I think a CM Punk and The Rock feud would be awesome. I would love that. I would love that. Will they do it? We'll see. Okay, so the Triple H Brock Lesnar match will happen at SummerSlam. We saw Stephanie McMahon make her return back to TV, and she came out and slapped the taste out of Paul Heyman's mouth for talking about her kids. Then he kept on, and she jumped on top of him and was knocking him out. So after all this happened, all this BS, whatever. Brock Lesnar music hits, and out comes Brock Lesnar. He means all. He looks like he means business. Triple H is telling Stephanie to get out the ring, but in comes Brock Lesnar, and he's on the attack. But Triple H is able to get the upper hand on him and take him out, and there we have it. We set the stage. We had the first conflict, well, the second conflict actually, because he broke Triple H's arm before. But I think it would be okay for you. I wasn't too excited about it before, but I mean, we'll see how it advances and see how it goes. Right now, it's okay with me. So we'll see in a few weeks to come how good or bad it will be. One of the coolest things that we saw tonight was the Ministry of Darkness slash the Brothers of Destruction. They got back in the ring together and they handled some jobbers. But it was just good to see Undertaker and Kane in the ring. And we haven't really seen them in the ring together since their last feud was a couple years ago or something like that, where Kane buried the Undertaker alive. So there's their brotherly relationship. So I'm not sure if they're going to pick up on that or not. Undertaker's TV schedule is really random these days. I don't think he was on TV at all last year, after last year's SummerSlam, the first match against Triple H. So he's back on TV, and maybe he'll wrestle at SummerSlam. We'll see. But it was just cool to see the Brothers of Destruction together. I remember back in the day being so afraid of the Ministry of Darkness, man. Just everything about them just creeped me out, and it's just good to see them together. Okay, so one of the best things that I saw tonight, the best thing I saw tonight, I'll say it right now, CM Punk turning heel during the match, after the match with John Cena. I think CM Punk is just 10 times better as a heel. I think he's naturally a heel. They tried to make him a face, but I always said he's more of a anti-hero than anything. So I think that making him heel now, it makes a total heck of a lot of sense. Because I'll tell you what, The Rock and Cena have already fought at WrestleMania. And I think people want something new. They had the poll that ran and asked you, who would you want to see The Rock face at the Royal Rumble? Is when he's gonna, I think it was Royal Rumble, when he's gonna fight the WWE champion. And it was either you had the choice between John Cena, CM Punk, and the Big Show. And people were picking CM Punk and The Rock. And I think that would be a very compelling feud because it's new and it's something we haven't seen before. I think people are tired of seeing Cena just be in every single main event against every single big time wrestler. I think it's time for them to put CM Punk in one of these matches. And I think he can hold his own. He showed it last night after the match, after Big Show got, Cena disqualified. He got, The Rock comes out to, I don't know why he's coming out to save Cena, but he's coming out to handle some business, I guess, against Big Show. And CM Punk takes him down. He clotheslines him and does the go to sleep on him. And he walks out the ring with the WWE Championship. So I think a heel CM Punk will give you a whole heck of a lot more than what a face CM Punk gave you. And that face CM Punk already gave you a lot of stuff. He goes in the ring, he fights, he's a very good in-ring worker already, and I think the heel factor just pushes him over the edge for me. I think he's just a great character, so I want to see him feud with The Rock, and it makes sense to me. So overall, the 1000th episode of Raw was actually pretty good. I said that on my last video that this 3-hour Raw would be the best 3-hour Raw they will ever have. In the 1000th episode, they had the nostalgia acts. They had all the old guys come on TV, and it was good to see all those guys together again. So I think in the future, we'll see where we go with these 3-hour Raws. I mean, it's really a toss-up of the ratings and how entertained people will be. So, if you like the video, man, please give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, holler at me, tell me what you like, what you didn't like from the show. Follow me on Twitter at Obi Cochran. I'll put it down in this area right here. So, just have a nice day, people. Peace.